Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Ben with Adjuster Pro. Congratulations on passing your Arkansas pre-licensing course, and now you are ready to apply for your license through CIRCON. It's super simple, so let's get started. The first thing you want to do is go to circon.com and then select Apply for a License. Once you're here, it's going to ask you what type of license you'd like to apply for, and that is a new adjuster license, not the insurance license, the adjuster license. Go ahead and select that. Select that you are an individual, that you are not licensed as an adjuster in your resident state, at least not yet, and you are applying for a resident license, Arkansas. Next up, it's going to ask you for your email. I have one here. Oops. You can create your own email or you can use your personal email. It does not matter. Just be sure that you use the email you'd like CIRCON to have on file. And then I'm going to put in my last name. And then I'm going to use this social security number that I don't think anybody else has, just because this is a practice demonstration application. You're going to sign up as the applicant, not the authorized submitter. You yourself are doing the application, and the application is for Arkansas. Once you've selected all those, you can just scroll down to the credit card. Information should already be selected, so all you have to do is click continue. Once you're here, it's going to ask you what type of license do you want. You want the adjuster license, not any of these others. Go ahead and click continue once you've selected adjuster. And now it's going to ask you for your qualification code. At least one needs to be selected. You're going to select all three because our course qualifies you for every line of authority. Once you have that filled out, we get to the individual information. Some of it is required, some of it is not. You won't have a national producer number until you get your license. Middle name's not required, last name is. Birth date, gender, country code is going to be United States. Your business email can be your applicant email, or it can be an alternate email. You can have a second email if it's your business email. Down here at alias information, people get confused because they see all these requireds, but actually the information in this section is optional. So if you don't have any aliases, go ahead and just leave that blank. And then you can scroll down to the individual residence address. This cannot be a post office box. It has to be a physical address. So you just fill out that information here. And then for your business address, it's the same thing. Has to be a physical address. Now people get confused because they say business address. I don't have a business address. That's okay. Don't worry. You can use your individual residence address as your business address. Since you're an independent adjuster, you'll essentially be working out of the home. Next up comes your individual mailing address. Here is where you can put a post office box if that's where you receive your mail. You can also use your individual residence address, which you used as your business address. So all three of these, the residence, the business, and the mailing address, can be the same address. Your residence phone is just your home phone or your cell phone, whatever you prefer. And your business phone can also be your home phone or your cell phone, or it can be an alternate number if you have a specific phone dedicated as your adjuster phone. Once you get all that filled out, go ahead and click continue at the bottom and it'll take you to the next screen. One last thing before we click continue, the business fax information. This information is also optional, so even though you see this required asterisk right here, this is not necessary. If you don't have a fax machine, you can just click continue. Next up, you're going to see your employment history. They want you to go back at least 5 years and fill out one block of information. So your ending date is going to be whatever the current month is. Right now it's August 2018, and then you're going to need to go back at least 5 years. So if you've worked the same job for the last 5 years, I'm just going to put in December 2012, because that's when I started with Adjuster Pro in Bedford, Texas. Oops. And it was not in a province, it was in the United States, and we'll just say staff was my position. You'll need to put in any full-time, part-time, self-employment work, military service, unemployment, or full-time education. You just can't have any gaps here. So if you worked from 2012 to 2013 and then you were unemployed for a year, that's fine. You would just put that in. And you would build it up in reversed order. So you'd start with the most recent, and then here my ending date would be 2012, and my beginning date might have been, let's say 01-2010, and it would just be company A. And that might have been in the same city, but you'll build it this way. So I don't have any gaps. From January 1st, 2010 till December 2012, I worked for company A, and then December 2012 to the current month of the current year, I've been working for Adjuster Pro out of Bedford, Texas. Don't leave any incomplete information. And then when you're done with all this, go ahead and scroll down. It'll ask you for affiliation information, but again, the information in this section is optional. So if you don't have an affiliation, don't worry about it. And then here, if you need to add more lines, you can add more down at the bottom. Once you're done with that, go ahead and click Continue. And on the next page, you're going to do the Uniform Individual Background Questions. These are the questions asking if you have a misdemeanor, if you have any felonies, if you've ever been convicted of a military offense or had judgment withheld. And then it's going to ask you if you've been named or involved as a party in an administrative proceeding. Read these all the way through, and if you don't understand them, go ahead and ask Sercon, or you can give us a call at adjusterpro.com or ask your family lawyer. But chances are, if you don't understand it, the answer is probably no. Has any demand or been made or judgment rendered against you or any business you were in? For me, that's a no. Have you been delinquent on your tax obligations? Not me. Are you currently a party to, or have you been found liable in any lawsuit for this? Go ahead and read through all of these. Have you or any business in which you are an owner, partner, officer, or director, or member of management? Are you behind on your child support? Now this can happen to anybody. Just make sure if you are, you get current and that you have the proper documentation to make sure. Let's just leave that. Are you behind on your child support? Only you can answer that question. And if you answer yes, make sure you provide documentation showing proof of current payments or an approved repayment plan from the appropriate state child support agency. If you've answered no to all the above questions, number 8 will already be not applicable, and you can just click Continue when you're all done. This is the attestation information for the state of Arkansas, certifying that under the penalty of perjury, all the information you submitted so far in this application and all attachments are true, and that they are complete to the best of your knowledge. This is kind of a big deal, so make sure you read it all the way through, and when you agree with it, select Agree and click Continue. Once you're done with that, you'll be on the last page of the application summary. This is where it tells you again what type of license for which state you are applying, what the qualification codes are, and how much the license is. Sercon has a processing fee added on to the state fee. Looks like it's $9.99. I guess they have a service fee and then the processing fee down here since you're paying with a credit card. So the total for your Arkansas license is going to be around $67.24. Then you have to click this box down here saying that you understand that all the license application fees are non-refundable. And then down here at the bottom, it's asking if you would like to get email notifications concerning insurance deadlines, renewal notices, and electronic services and related issues. I go ahead and put my email in here and leave it because I like to be reminded of the due dates as they're approaching. Ultimately, you're responsible for your own continuing education and compliance, but it's nice to have them helping you out with some automated emails as they come in. Go ahead and, if you want to sign up for that, just confirm your email, and then you're going to click Submit down at the bottom of the page. The very last thing you're going to do here is pay for the application. The application is not completed and it is not submitted until you pay for it. Go ahead and enter in your credit card number, the expiration date, the type of card you're using, and then you need your first name, last name, your street address associated with the card, city, country, state, postal code, phone number, and email address. This is where they'll send the receipt. You can also print one off once it's processed. And then on the very last page, if you had any of that supporting documentation that you needed to submit from previous pages, it'll be on the next page. There'll be a little button you can click to upload attachments. Those will be your supporting documentations. So that's it. Congratulations, and if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at area code 329-9030. Press 2 for support. You can also email us at support@adjusterpro.com. And then there's also Sercon's phone number way down here at the bottom of the page, 877-878-4430. And you can click this, you can click this little button that will take you to their email page where you can send them an email if you have any questions. I prefer to call, but you can do whatever you like. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great day. Congratulations again.